day. Hello my loves, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing really well. Today I thought I could film a what I eat in a day video. I've just had my greens and I'm about to make breakfast before I go and train. I'm going to do a full bod kind of session today and I thought I could take you along throughout my day and also share some of my current favourite recipes. I've been away last week and ate out for like 3 days and literally ate my way around Amsterdam. I tried so many new restaurants and ate loads of stuff that I don't always make at home, so I felt a little bit kind of watery and more bloated. So I've just been enjoying my home cooked meals and getting back in track with my digestion, shall we say. My current goals at the moment are to maintain as much muscle mass whilst losing a little bit of fat. So I'm mainly going for higher protein meals and really prioritizing my protein intake, because that's the one thing that I feel like if I'm ever away from home I can quickly neglect, and that's what helps me stay the most like satisfied with my meals, and also I just find that really helps with my overall body composition in the long game. So we're gonna make a chia pudding for breakfast. I like to have something quite light before I go and train in the gym, not like a huge breakfast, just so that I don't feel like it's just right on my stomach as I'm training. Mason and I are holding our first ever fitness retreat in 2 days time. So today I've got some planning to do for that. I've just been doing that like this past couple days, organising myself. I am literally so excited. It feels really surreal saying that out loud. And I'm going to, of course, bring you along and I'll vlog the whole thing as well and show you what we get up to. But yeah, with that in mind as well, I just want to make sure I'm super hydrated this next couple of days because we've got quite a long flight as well. So I just like to make sure I do my little preparation before I go away. This backdrop is absolutely dreamy. I'm currently staying in an Airbnb. I'm actually on my own. Mason is in Manchester sorting some stuff out, and I'm here because I will need to like go to and from the house. If you didn't know, we're doing a renovation project that's taking flipping ages, and I guess that's just how renovation projects go. But I'm really actually quite enjoying staying in different Airbnbs and getting so much home inspiration. I'm gonna make this chia pudding. It's basically an instant chia pudding because I don't know if you're anything like me, but anything that's overnight, I feel like I just never end up doing, like whether it's overnight oats or overnight chia pudding. I don't know what it is. I know it takes 2 seconds the night before, but I'm kind of like an instant kind of person. Like when I'm craving like a chia pudding or an overnight oats, like you kind of want it there and then, don't you? So anyway, I found this hack, which is using hot water to activate the chia seeds, not completely boiling, scalding hot that it would smash glass, but I'd boil the kettle about 5 or 10 minutes ago, so that should be good to go. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and then 4 tablespoons of hot water. Oh, that was a little bit more. It's actually thickened so quickly as well. So satisfying. And then I'm just taking this Greek style fat-free yogurt. About 200 grams of yogurt, and then for some added protein I'm taking 15 grams of vanilla isolate protein. I'm using a bulk one, and then just give that a mix around. A tiny bit of cinnamon and a little drop of maple syrup, and then just add 40 grams of blueberries. I'm using frozen ones. These are so much easier to keep if you feel like you find you just go through fruit and it goes off, or like you don't end up using it. Look at the colour. This is one of the nicest summery breakfasts ever. And then take your glass or something nice to put it in. And then I'm just going to mash up these strawberries here to make a little puree for the top. And then I'm just taking this little oat crunch And there it is. Perfect little summer breakfast, packed with protein and so much fibre. But yeah, if you're looking for a new summery breakfast to try, or if you find that you're not massively hungry first thing in the morning, this feels super light and tasty. It's rich in fibre. Chia seeds are so good because they're slow digesting, so you're not going to get those blood sugar spikes or feel ravenous straight after something like this. And they just help with that feeling of fullness, as well as the added protein. There's 37, can you believe, in this tiny thing, 37 grams of protein with the vanilla protein powder. I will leave a link down to the protein that I use the bulk pure whey isolate. This was vanilla flavour, and then I've just added some crunch. I feel like anything that's like a yogurty consistency, it always needs some form of crunch. One other reason why I like tracking, I don't track all the time. Like last week whilst I was away, I wasn't tracking. I don't ever track on holidays, or if life just gets really busy that I can't whip out a scales, I'm not going to start taking like my scales in the car kind of thing. But it's more so just to make sure that I'm getting enough protein and also eating enough, because I've found sometimes if I've done like a longer run where you burn nearly 1,000 calories, it's important to make sure you're eating enough on and fueling your body on those days, rather than just eating your same old calories. Say if you were doing something a lot more lower intensity, if that makes sense. That was really good. 30-minute, I just did a circuit, mainly upper body focused, and then I just did a little bit of core. This is perfect for days where I want to be just in and out of the gym and target literally every single body part. Not long being back from the gym, that was such a good session. So like I said, I did a 30-minute EMOM and just hit every body part. I still use quite a challenging weight, so when I was doing those bent over rows, I still use like a heavier weight. If you give that a try, you could always just drop the weight halfway through, but make sure you really push yourself, because I think it can be easy when you do a circuit or hit to just go really lightweight when you're not really challenging yourself with that. But I'm loving adding just a mixture of training at the moment. It just keeps things so fresh and a bit more enjoyable. I'm just going to make some lunch in a second. I also need to go over to a window place this afternoon to have a look at some windows. I've never felt more adult in my entire life, but there's loads of different types of windows, and I feel like anything I like seems to be the most expensive thing at this point. I'm gonna make some lunch. I am gonna have chicken chipolatas, eggs, sourdough, avocado. This is one of them meals I can just have on repeat. I never get bored of it. It's so satisfying. Like, I feel like I'm someone, like, I have an appetite, as in I can't just be having like itsy bitsy things. I'm not a snacker. I need like a proper meal. Look at the size of this avocado. This is actually bigger. No, it's not. It's not quite. It's almost as big as my face. It's a juicy one as well, I can just tell. It's got a feel to it. Right, we're gonna put avocado on half and then cottage cheese on the other, because I just seem to be putting cottage cheese with everything at the minute. It just absolutely slaps. just one of my favourite go-tos at the moment. Packed with protein. We've got our veggies in there, chicken chipolatas. It just tastes heavenly. It's all kind of going on. We've got healthy fats from our avocado, eggs with our protein and some omega-3, our carbs. Dreamy. And then we've also got some tomatoes and spring onions. To be honest, this is actually so much better presented than I normally do it. Like, I obviously make more of an effort, I feel like, presentation-wise when I'm filming for YouTube, because I feel like normally when I make stuff just day to day, I just end up throwing it on a plate and don't really make it look as aesthetic. And it makes such a difference when it's actually laid out nicely. You missed my egg masterpiece. My camera battery just died. But the eggs, I've cooked them to absolute perfection. The trick is you start on a high heat and then you bring them down to like a 3 or 4 if you've got an induction hob, and then you still get the runny fried egg and you don't need to flip them over. So Mason and I, when we were in Amsterdam the other day, we were eating our food and I was like, right, I challenge you not to go like, when you're eating, and both of us must have done it like 6 times in the space of a meal. It's actually really hard not to. But yeah, try cottage cheese on toast. You won't be disappointed. Just got showered and changed in a very short space of time. I can't decide if this looks a bit weird having shorts on underneath a coat, but I'm going window shopping, literally window shopping. Window and door. I just need to test these windows basically before I place an order. I never actually knew how pricey a window and a door can be. I'm just taking an apple and an orange for snacks in the car. You've always got to have snacks in the car. If I'm out and about, I'll just grab like a protein bar as well, if I'm out for the afternoon kind of thing. I've just gone with this active kind of, I don't know what I'm going for here, but I've put my headband on because I wanted to match and fit. I'm not making any sense. But yeah, I'm gonna run out the door now. Just got back. I had a bit of an unsuccessful trip. You know when you venture out really far and then I got stuck in the traffic, like it took me an hour and a bit there, an hour and a bit back, and then you know, and just like I could have probably just done all that over a phone call, but I wanted to go and see the colour of the windows and the door that I was thinking about picking, but then I still haven't flipping confirmed it. So it's done now, isn't it? There's no point dwelling on it. I'm gonna make some dinner in a second. It is, I think it's about 6:45, and I'm gonna finish off my steps. I aim to get around 10k steps a day, and I notice such a difference when I don't get out and about walking, like physically and mentally. I just feel a little bit more watery, and also I feel like I just have a bit of brain fog if I've not got out and just got some fresh air. I also use that time as well to catch up on any little bits of work or listen to a podcast and just have a little stroll. So that's what I need to do. I think I've not got like that many steps left to do. I thought I could show you around this place because I'm leaving here tomorrow, and I mentioned this morning, didn't I, actually, about my first ever fitness retreat. It doesn't feel real. Like, you know, it's something, I feel like I've manifested this because it's been in my journal for 2 years when I track it back. This is something I've literally dreamt of. So Mason and I are going to be like doing it together. We're doing the fitness classes in the Maldives at this just unbelievable place. Can you cope? I've just said that, guys, like little old me, because I just can't even saying that out loud. That's like, it's like being engaged as well. I'm like, wow. But I just wanted to say this to you as well, because little Olivia, 15-year-old Olivia, who felt so lost, had no purpose, and I used to think, God, I really don't know what I want to do. I don't know, just didn't feel happy in my own life. And then when I'm like 18, 19, I just felt so lost. And if I could like go back to that person and just say, you just need to have that inner self-belief. You need to plant the seed every single day. Like, you don't need to make a million steps forward in no time at all, but it's just about every day doing something so small that is going towards your bigger goal, and it just compounds over time. It starts with a thought and then your actions follow, and also just like showing up for yourself every day, facing those fears and also facing those feelings of discomfort where there's days where you don't want to show up, there's days where you don't want to do your workout or where you don't want to get the work done, but knowing how having the discipline and belief, resilience to push through your harder days is going to pay off. Also being present when you are working towards your bigger goals. I think that's something else, because I feel like sometimes I will get so busy that I feel like I've not lived in the actual moment. I don't know if this is making making any sense or if it's turned into a bit of ramble, but that's just a lot of my thoughts at the minute. I need to sort these nails out. These are tomorrow's job. I don't have time today. Making a corn cake snack. If you've actually never tried a corn cake, they just taste like popcorn. I'm just gonna put some smooth almond butter. Smooth operator. I feel like that song's been trending lately on TikTok. A bit of banana. I've already had a plain corn cake because I was being impatient. I feel like you can't make dinner hungry. I just don't think that's a good idea. Like, you've always got to have a snack beforehand. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So just gonna start making some turkey tacos. These are so quick and easy to make. I actually love turkey mince as well. That's like a staple that I always pick up from the supermarket, and it's really versatile. You can even make like little turkey burgers, which are quite nice. Just do a range of seasoning. I've been liking these like taco flavored beans that I just mix in. What am I doing with this? This hand is like all over the screen right now. But yeah, I'll show you. I'm just gonna chop up some veggies first. Chopped up some spring onion. This is to add on top of the tacos. And I'm going to take some tomatoes and a little bit of parsley. I'm speechless. This is the coolest oven I've ever seen. Let me just show you. I can't even. It's the little things, guys. So I just went to turn the oven on, hang on, and it basically flew like, I'm fascinated. That is something. Just added in my turkey mince. This pan is just about big enough without it overspilling. Some harissa, garlic granules, smoked paprika. The smoked one's just more of like a sweeter taste. Bit of onion granules, crushed chilies. And then I'm gonna take these tortilla wraps, spray these with some spray light on either side. And then, oh God, this folding oven is doing bits. Hang them like so. And then they only take about like 5 minutes to crisp up. Then I'm adding in these taco mixed beans. These are in a really nice tomato sauce. They're not spicy at all. Just bring this down to a low heat. Okay, so just assembled these tacos. I'll probably pick at this and take some more, but I couldn't actually fit much more in these two. It would be illegal not to have cottage cheese with these as well. I have got some avocado as well that I might put with it, but I just wanted something quick and easy to make. But yeah, could also have this tomorrow. Mason would usually be here, so it's unusual having anything left over, to be honest. But yeah, these do look good if I do say so myself. And you could do the exact same recipe with beef mince, which is just as delicious, but it's got everything going on. The crispiness, the flavour. Right, let's taste these. Just making something a little bit sweet, which is this chocolate protein pudding. And then I literally just pour it out into a bowl and add a little bit of Greek yogurt as well. It's so nice. I may have already had one of these this morning. Greek yogurt. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to look at the time right now. It's 10:15. Today's flown. I also feel like because the days are so much lighter in the summer and it's just dreamy, I feel like the days just feel so much longer and time just flies. And because it gets dark at this time as well, I feel like when it gets dark that I actually like start chilling out. Oh my God, this looks delicious. You probably ought to see from all the way over there. But I've just put on Netflix. I'm so glad I've actually made time to sit here because I've been here a few days and haven't even sat on this sofa. I've just put on the Fast Saga, F9 Fast and Furious. Da, 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 da. Oh God, I sat sat down for about 10 minutes there and I felt like I was just going to fall asleep. On that note, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'm going to go and jump in the shower and get into bed, and hopefully I sleep better than I did last night. Like, I literally must have slept a few hours and I didn't even want to check the time. You know, sometimes when you can't sleep and you get really wound up, it was like one of them moods. So I'm probably going to put something really relaxing. Like, I do actually like to watch something on TV because it just helps me zone out before I go to sleep. I need to get back into reading actually, as I feel like I've just not been on my reading as much lately. I think I need to change my book. But I really hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you've got some meal inspo. Let me know if you give any of these recipes a try. As always, I just like to show you don't need to live a restrictive lifestyle when it comes to your nutrition and your fitness goals and goals in general. Eat the things you enjoy and find what works for you and your body type. And yeah, that is what I want to help you with. Let me know what you would like to see next in the upcoming videos, and also let me know what you think to the weekly vlogs at the moment. I'm really enjoying filming those, and it's nice because I feel like we can just spend like a bit of time together each day when I do film those ones. There's going to be a Maldives vlog coming up next, which I'm so excited about. I've just been ordering some last minute bits for next day delivery. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this vid. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.